Hello everybody. I am going to try and record this class as quickly as I can, and this is a 30-minute class, so I can't do it any quicker than that. I'm pushing it right up against arms and abs tonight. My B, but we're getting it done. We're here for 30 minutes. We're doing some standing. We're using light weights. If light weights don't sound like fun for you right now, you don't have to use them. But that is where we are headed. I'm going to pull things in. We'll start off with our warm-up. Sorry for the frantic energy right up at the top. Let's come towards the back of our mat. Feet about hips distance apart. Soft bend into your knees. Big inhale as you roll the shoulders down and back. Exhale as you let it go. Good. Just 3 shoulder rolls. Inhale. You can roll those shoulders down and back. Exhale. Let it go for 2. One more. Good. On your next inhale, it's a big bend into the knees. Circle the arms up and around. Exhale as you dive yourself down towards the mat, rounding through your spine, tucking chin to chest. Hands can come down. You can take an inhale right here. Exhale as you press into your heels. You start to rebuild the spine. Stand up nice and tall. Shoulders on top of hips. Crown of the head lifts up for 3. Inhale and then exhale, bring it all the way back up. For 2. And then one more. Good. Hands come all the way down to your mat. Put a little bend into your knees. I want you to lift up through your right heel. You can straighten out through the left leg, bend into the right knee, and then switch it over to the other side, lifting the left heel, bending the left knee, pushing the right heel down. We'll switch and switch just for 3, for 2, and then one more. Good. Both heels go down, little bend into the knees. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. From there, once you come back up to stand, shoulders on top of hips, I want you to take your right foot, step it forward, and then come up high onto your left toes. I want you to try and square your hips off to whatever's right there in front of you. And then I think we did this last week. You're going to inhale, drop your heel down towards the mat. Exhale as you lift up onto the toes. Or wait, was it Tuesday? Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, press it down. I don't know. I don't write anything down anymore. Is it obvious? We go for 2. One more. Good. Push your heel down, bend into your front knee, and then reach your hands so that they come down towards your mat. From here, you're up nice and high onto those left toes. I want you to drop your left knee down. Okay, take a second right here. You're going to exhale, keep those toes tucked under, press your hips up and back, and then shift your weight back into your back heel. You're lifting the right toes up. Inhale, you shift forward, you're bending both knees, and that back knee can come down. Exhale, you press the hips up and back to straight legs. For 2. And one more. Good. With that last one, you can step the left foot in just a little bit closer and then start to roll yourself up to stand. You'll have a bend into that left knee as you come up, and then we'll switch things over to the other side. So just move it on back, right foot back. If that was a really complicated way to come up, sorry, I'm trying to, spice it up for you guys. We have the left foot forward, right foot back. You're up nice and high on those right toes. Square your hips off towards whatever's right there in front of you. Inhale as you drop your heel down. Exhale as you press into the ball of the foot, lift the heel. We drop and lift for 3. That's where I always get the ankle cracks. For 2. And then one more. Drop and lift. And then from here, we start to bend into that left knee. Reach your hands down for the mat. You can scoot that right foot in a little bit closer, keeping the toes tucked under. Just take the right knee down to the mat. Exhale as you push the hips up and back. You shift your weight back, rocking onto that left heel, lifting the toes. Inhale as you bend into the knees, pull it down. We go for 3. For 2. And then one more. Good. With that last one, you can pull the right foot in a little bit closer, start to press your hips up, keeping that right knee bent. You can roll yourself all the way up to stand. Good. Okay, once you come up to stand, you're going to grab onto your weights. We'll take weights into our hands. It's going to be a little bit of a lunge focus to start here. You have your weights just hanging out right by your sides. Right foot is forward. Our left foot is going to step back when you're ready. On your inhale, you step back with that left foot. You can tuck the toes under, keeping that lunge nice and long, maybe hinging forward into your hips. On your exhale, you press into your front heel. You're coming up to stand, tapping the left toes down, taking a pause. Weights come to the shoulders, and then you're going to push them up overhead. I know my arms get cut off. I need to get a wider angle lens. We lower the arms down, hands by the hips. Left foot steps back. We stand up, left toes tap, weights to the shoulders, press up, pull down. Okay, we go down. As I lose my balance. Pull it in, up, and down. We lower the weights. We go for 4. For 3. For 2. And then one more. Good. Everything comes in, weights are coming down. You're going to step the left foot back, hinge forward from your hips, shift your weight forward into your right foot. From here, start by keeping your left leg back. We're going to take the right arm. Inhale as you open that right arm out by your side, and then exhale, pull it back in. Do that for 4 more. Right arm opens up, and then we take it back in for 3. For 2, and then one more. Good. Right arm comes down. Now what we're going to do is, now what we're going to do is tap the left toes in, and then on your exhale, you're going to open that right arm out as you tap the left toes back. Okay, right arm comes in as we pull that left leg in, and then we step the left toes back as we open that right arm up. Good. Okay, we're trying to keep our neutral spine, so if right away that puts a big curve into your back, you're going to ditch your weights, and you can take the same thing from right here. We reach back and then bring it in. You don't have to be down very low into that right leg. If you feel kind of wobbly, you can tuck the toes under. If you feel good, you just tap those toes back. Now, pretty much this whole class you could even do with a slider. So if you prefer to do standing stuff with a slider, you can do that too. Reach the right arm out, tap the left toes back, and then bring it in for 4, for 3, for 2, and then one more. Good. Bring everything up to stand. Take a second and breathe. Okay. You've got it under control. We're going right back into that first lunge. So do you remember what it was? Hands down by your sides. We're going to add on, just one add on to this. You step back with the left foot, find your lunge. Try to bend into both knees, come to upright. Pull hands towards the shoulders, press the arms up. Pull the arms down, hands come to your hips. You're going to stand all the way up, left toes tapping down, hips are level and square. We pull weights to the shoulders, press up, pull down. Lower the weights, we step the left foot back, find your lunge. We take a press here. We stand up, pause, take a press here. And it's that same press, it's like a bicep curl, and then up overhead, and then release for 4. Well, actually, I'll start counting here. This is for 4. For 3. And we still have that right foot forward. We go for 2. And then one more. Good. With that last one, you're coming back down into the right leg, shifting your weight into that right foot. Let's start by stepping the left foot back. You can tuck your toes under. And then again, you're reaching your arms so they come down in front of you. You're tucking the tailbone nice flat back. We take the right arm. You're going to inhale, open, exhale, close for 4 more. You open and close for 3, for 2, 1 more. Right arm pulls in, you pause it right there. No movement through the right, you open up through the left. Open and close for 4, for 3, for 2, 1 more. We bring things in, you take a pause. You're going to open the right arm up. Okay, as you close the right arm down, you step the left toes in. Okay, we step the left foot back, open that right arm, close the right arm, open the left, close the left, and then step that foot back in. Okay, did that make sense? If not, I'm going to go through it again. We step the left foot back, open the right arm. Okay, we close the right arm. Oh, pull the foot back in. Okay, you're going to step. What did I just do? Like, I can't even remember. We step back with the left, open the right, pull it back in. Why don't we just step back with the left, open the left, and then pull it back in? I don't think that's what I did, but that's what we're going to do because I can't remember. For 3, for 2, you guys know me, it always gets weird after like 1 p.m. Last one, arms come down, we stand all the way up, and you just take a second and breathe. Sorry for that temporary brain fart there, everybody. Hopefully we were able to salvage that somehow. Hopefully that went over okay for you guys. Okay, when you're ready, we're definitely warm through the right leg for sure. We're doing all that same stuff on the other side. So when you are ready, the left foot is forward. Weights are in your hands. We're taking the right foot. You're going to step it back, find a lunge. Exhale, press into the front heel, tap the right toes down, bicep curl, and then reach the arms up overhead. Good. We step the right foot back. You press into the left heel, just tap those toes down, level out the hips, curl in, press up, go back. I'm having just kind of an off day today, and I feel it. I think I'm just like overtired. So, I apologize. Okay, but we get there. We're going for 4 more. It's like I can say one thing, but if my brain isn't all there, then it doesn't quite work for 3. For 2. And then 1 more. We go back, pull up, reach the arms, lower the arms, and then step that right foot back, support your weight in your left leg. Hinge forward from your hips, try and flatten out through your back. Reach the arms in front of you. We take that left arm. You're going to inhale, open, exhale, close for 4. For 3. For 2. 1 more, we pull the arm in. You're gonna take a second, pull the right toes in to meet the left, and now we combo that movement, opening the left arm and reaching the right leg back, like this. Open and reach, and then bring it in. Open and reach, and then bring it in. Good. You're staying supported in that left leg, pressing down into your heel. If this becomes too much, the weights are the first thing to go. Like if you feel this all in your lower back, you take the weights out, you stand up a little bit out of that left leg. You're reaching the left arm out as you're reaching the right leg back and then pulling everything through center. Reach out and then bring it in. It's the second round of this that it's like, what the hell happened? For 3. For 2, 1 more, Good, and then stand all the way up. Take a second and breathe. And now you kind of know what we're doing, right? We're doing that same exact thing again, just adding on. So it's one more round of what we already did. Weights come back into your hands. Left foot stays forward. We step that right foot back. You're going to lower down to lunge. Pause here, bicep curl weights to the shoulders. Reach those arms up overhead. Pull the weights down. Lower your weights by your hips. Press into that left foot. Tap the right toes down. Curl in. Reach the arms, lower the arms, release. We step back, curl, reach, bend, lower, stand up. We curl, press, bend, and lower. It's not a lot. We'll go for 4. For 3. For 2, and then last one. Good. With that last one, we're hinging back into the hips. You're bending into that left knee. Stepping your right foot back, holding it right here, okay? Tuck the tailbone, flatten out through your lower back. Take that left arm, inhale, open. Exhale, close. You go for 4. For 3. For 2. One more. Left arm comes in. You pause it right there. We open with the right and then pull back in. Open. And close. You go for 3. For 2, soft bend in the elbows. One more. Good, we bring it in, you take a second. Okay, you're going to pull the right toes in to meet the left. And now I'm pretty sure what we did on the other side was just alternating side to side. Okay, so we'll start by reaching the left arm and the right leg back, pulling through center, and then reaching right arm and right leg out, coming through center. Left and right. Good, and then right. Left arm, and then right arm. For 3, and 3. For 2, and 2. One more. One more. Good, and then we stand all the way up. Take a second. You can put your weights off to the side for a moment. We'll take hands to the hips. Just start to march through your legs. Release some of that tension. Good. Okay, good news is we're out of the lunges and like the crazy combination movements, so I should be able to focus a little bit better. I'm having an off day, you guys. I don't know what it is, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that you're here. When you're ready, we're coming back towards the center of our mat. This time we'll walk the feet out nice and wide. We go toes out and heels in. You're going to tuck the tailbone. I know we did some wide squats on Tuesday, but we're gonna do them again. All right. When you're ready, if you'd like to grab onto your weights, you're grabbing onto your weights. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Toes out, heels in. We start off by tucking the tailbone under. I want you to pull the elbows in towards your ribcage. Palms are flipping up. Don't even think about moving your arms. Inhale as you bend into your knees. Exhale as you press into your heels. Come right back up. We lower and lift. Lower and lift. Elbows are pulling in towards the sides of your body. We have that slight external rotation at the shoulder. Hips are open, knees are open, shoulders stacked right on top of the hips. Good. And we're just holding those weights like it's no big deal for 4. For 3. For 2. And then one more. Stand all the way up, hold it right here. Keep that neutral spine for 4. We reach and bend. For 3. For 2. One more. Good, and then take a second, lower the arms, a little shake through the shoulders. Okay, when you're ready, we're lifting up through the right heel. Right heel nice and lifted, elbows pull back in. You're going to sink down into that squat. Nice and low. We take little pulses through the hips, little reaches through the arms. Pulse and reach. Pulse and reach. Pulse and reach. Pulse and reach. Good. For 10. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come in. You stand all the way up. Drop that right heel down. Take a second and breathe. Same thing on the other side. You're lifting up through that left heel, keeping the hips and knees opened up nice and wide. Okay, we're trying to tuck the tailbone under, shoulders stay on top of the hips, elbows pull in. You're sinking down into this squat. We take a pulse and reach. 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 Good. For 10. 9, 8, 7, ooh, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Stand all the way up. Left heel goes down. Take a second and breathe. Anchor down into your heels. Tuck the tailbone under. Draw the elbows in towards your sides. We go for 4. Reach out and then bring it in. For 3. For 2. And then 1 more. Good. Arms can come down. We can walk the feet in a little bit closer. Take your weights. You're going to put them off to the side. You can put them actually at one end of your mat. Okay. And then when you're ready, you're going to walk yourself towards the opposite end of your mat. Feet are about hips distance apart. Soft bend into your knees. Inhale, stand up tall. Reach the crown of the head up. Relax the shoulders. Whew. On your exhale, you're nodding your chin to your chest. You're rounding forward through the shoulders, letting your hands slide down the front of your legs. Hands come down to your mat. You start to walk yourself out to plank. Okay. Hands should just about frame those weights. I want you to inhale, fill up with air. Exhale out, let it go. For 4, we pull the left knee in towards the chest and then step it back. Pull the right knee into the chest. Step it back for 3. And 3. For 2. And 2. And then 1 more. 1 more. Both feet back. You start to press your hips up. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Anchor your heels down. Soft bend into the knees. You start to roll yourself all the way up to stand. Shoulders on top of hips. Crown of the head lifts up. You take your time getting there. Okay. Inhale up at the top. Again, exhale, we're going to nod the chin to the chest, round forward through the shoulders. You can slide your hands down the front of your legs. Hands come to your mat. You walk yourself out to plank. Okay. Wrists underneath the shoulders. You're going to take one of the weights, bring it over towards that right hand. And then from here, we take the left hand towards the center of our mat. You're going to spiral open towards the right, grab onto that weight, pull weight to the shoulder, and then reach up. Bend the elbow, your weight comes down, we find that plank through center, and then do the same thing on the other side. Right hand comes to the center, take that other weight with you, opening up to the left, reach up, bend, and lower. We come through center. We're just doing 1 more on each side, over to the right. And then over to the left. Good. Find that plank through center. Start to press the hips up. Walk your hands in towards your feet, anchoring your heels down, little bend into the knees. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Shoulders on top of hips, crown of the head lifts up. Whew. Okay. Once you get up to stand, we have 1 more. Ooh. 1 more roll down to plank to go, and then we get to take some stretches. When you're ready, inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, nod your chin to your chest, round forward through your shoulders. Let the hands slide down the front of your legs. Hands can come down to your mat. Again, you're going to walk yourself out to plank. Option always to drop down to the knees. If not, you're up on the hands, pressing up and away, spreading out through the fingertips. Good. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And you're just holding right here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to walk the hands back to the feet, pike the hips up, heels anchor down into your mat. From here, I want you to walk your feet out just a little bit wider. Inhale, bend into your knees, come down into a nice deep squat. As always, only go as deep as is comfortable. It doesn't have to be as deep as I go, right? There is no like benchmark for how deep you need to go. There's no benchmark for how flexible you should be. Just whatever feels good. Hands go down to the mat. You're going to press the hips up, 2 straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, we come back down into that deep squat. Inhale, press into the heels. Hips go up, 2 straight legs. Good. Exhale, we can take it back down into that deep squat for 2. And then 1 more. Good. I want you to come back down into that deep squat. Keep your left hand on the mat. Reach that right arm up, rotating open towards the right side of your room. Exhale as you take it through center. Right hand comes to the mat. We inhale, open up through that left side. Good. For 2 more. One more. And then 1 more. Good. Both hands down on the mat. Let's press the hips up, 2 straight-ish legs. Feet are staying down on your mat. I want you to roll yourself all the way up to stand, rebuilding your spine. Shoulders are going on top of the hips. Crown of the head is lifting up. Once you come all the way up to stand, just keep your feet where they're at. You can take your hands to your hips. All we're doing is kicking the heels towards the butt to try and release the front of the leg. A lot of us have really tight quads, and we don't quite realize it. So this is a good one to kind of actively release the quads. Good. And also work on your balance a little bit. When you're ready, you're going to switch from kicking the butt to taking a march, lifting one knee and then the other. You can keep it nice and slow. It doesn't have to be anything wild. When you're ready to move on from right here, we step into 1 foot, circle through the opposite leg. I'll take time with the ones I choose. Good. I always feel like at the end of these classes, my setup looks so disheveled because my mat has moved so much. I haven't pulled the trigger on any kind of solution to fix that, although it is pretty dang annoying. Let's do 1 more each side. Good. Feet stay hips distance. Walk your left foot in front of your right. Your heel is down, your toes are up. Inhale as you send the hips back, bending into that right knee, reaching hands down towards the foot. Exhale as you come up to stand, and then switch it over to the other side. Right foot forward, left foot back. We hinge and reach. Good. 2 more each side. And then 1 more. Good. And then with that last one, you can just bring everything in. Take a moment, take 1 more deep breath. Feet are anchored down into that mat. Soft bend into the knees. Inhale as you fill the body up with air. Exhale out as you let it all go. Take any other stretches that you feel like you need, and you're all finished with me for the day. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you back here for our next class.